Apparently, Adonis Paul is claiming that I didn't do the form properly. This is because the form he is talking about is a Shotokan form. It is not a Tang Sudo form. Original Tang Sudo, the Wan Kuk Lee style, which is now called Subakdo, some people still call it Tang Sudo, utilizes the Shotokan forms. The form from World Tang Sudo, it was changed by Grandmaster Shin. It was changed to Koreanize the form, to make the form more Korean. That's why the kicks are there. Now, this is somebody doing the World Tang Sudo version of the form, and you will see that. Now, we still have Shihan Chodan, or Shihan whatever. It's a Shotokan form. What we call that form is Pyongan Chodan. So we still have that form in Tang Sudo, but it's a Pyongan form, not a Kichihyung form. And also, we pronounce it Kichihyung. As I said, some people will pronounce it Gichahyung. This has to do with different dialects of Korean. But let's watch this gentleman do the World Tang Sudo version. He does it very, very poorly. Now, supposedly my stances were bad. It's been over 20 years since I've done that form. Literally, over 20 years since I've done that form. I've noticed Adonis Paul's never done any forms. All Adonis Paul has done is threaten to sexually violate me and threaten to beat the crap out of me in a full contact tournament that he challenged me to. And then backed down and hid behind his big brown Cuban sugar daddy. Now, I'm giving him an opportunity to accept the fact that I did the form and to make good on his promise of facing me in a challenge that he challenged me to. You know, when a man threatens to sexually violate another man, that's an insult. That's an insult. And he needs to take responsibility for the fact that when a martial artist challenges another martial artist to a fight, and the other martial artist accepts that fight, they have to make good on that threat. Now, Randolph Vance did try to set something up, and while Adonis was still bragging before he realized I would clean his clock, he was saying that Daywave would pay for him to face me anywhere in the country. Now, he has the opportunity to face me. I actually went above and beyond. I did the form, and this gentleman will do the form, and I'm going to break down the form as he does it. Now, he does it much slower than me. Yeah, my stances were a little off. My stances were clearly front stances. The problem is I was doing it on carpet instead of hardwood, number one. And number two, it's been years, over 2 decades since I've done that form.
So that you can see the eye formation from a different angle. Okay? So here we go. So I'm going to look to my left, low blow, point, and punch.
Now you'll notice he's pointing. That's not actually part of the form. The reason he's doing that, we do that sometimes. I don't do that. I never teach that, because what that does is that teaches sloppiness. I don't teach that. That's used to teach children. I don't teach the pointing. I just teach the block and the punch, because the way I also don't do this thing called hitchhiking where you point your thumb out to see what shoulder to turn over, because I do not want kids doing sloppy forms or relying on crutches.
To the right, low block, point.
See, that's not in the form. That's in the form. Now what's that? That's a fighting stance and a front kick. Front kick, front kick. Okay, turning to the left.
And then turn to the left.
Yep. Punch. Turn to the right. Punch. Fighting stance.
Fighting stance.
Front kick. Front kick. Front kick. Go around the left. Low block. Punch. Go around the right. Punch and key up. There you go. Boro, Shup, Kinye. There you go. That's the form. That is the World Tang Sudo form. The problem is, now I do know a lot of Shotokan forms because I've judged in too many tournaments. But so I've had to see other people's forms, and as I said, we still have I think it's Shihan Chodan, maybe. It's the Shotokan form number 1. We still have that, but it's a Pyongan form. It's called Pyongan Chodan. That's all for this video. Adonis can either accept my challenge or let the whole internet know that he is a sissy little girl.